What is up, everybody? Solomon here. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic Thursday. It has been a little while since I've made a video, and I have just been super busy with my actual work. So looking to very much so get back into coin posts on Patreon over the next few days and the next week, etc. Looking to get more into some of these deep dives as well. So first and foremost, if you see any scam ads on this video, please do not participate in those. Now, I do want to get into, Coinbase made a big announcement today. World Economic Forum posts this document about that lists multiple cryptocurrencies. This is today as well. Finabler, who we know is Ripple enabled, basically sold their business for $1. But first and foremost, I wanted to talk about this. This is from Kevin Cage. Many of you, I'm sure, watch Kevin on YouTube. If you don't, please give him a follow or a subscribe on YouTube and give him a follow on Twitter. But he makes a good point today, and I want to go over some verbiage, and I'm just going to give one example here as to what he is, describing. So this is if Ripple and XRP are such a scam, ... Why have the biggest technology providers integrated their tech years ago? Not even technology providers, but banking institutions, right? We can see in 2017 that they posted results, the Bank of England posted results of their Ripple integration and interledger protocol integration via, RippleNet. We know ILP was invented by Ripple, gifted to the W3C, which is, they basically operate internet standards and update the internet, et cetera, et cetera. So they posted this, talking about the renewed real-time gross settlement system through the Bank of England, okay? Now, they have been developing this RTGS renewed system for the past few years now, which is going to be the backbone of the UK's new payment infrastructure. One element of the vision set out in the blueprint was potentially adding synchronization capabilities to its future RTGS system. This would enable payments in RTGS to be executed simultaneously with a movement of another asset. Let me read that again. This would enable payments in real-time gross settlement system through the Bank of England to be executed simultaneously with the movement of another asset. One potential use case of this capability could be cross-border payments, where movements in the sterling RTGS system could be synchronized with movements in another currency. Okay, interesting, right? The proof of concept, if you are not aware, with the Bank of England was a success. And it's still on the Bank of England's website. But I just want to present a little bit of a timeline for you all here. So this is the proof of concept. This is supporting distributed ledger technology settlement models for their renewed real-time gross settlement system, right? Now, they've partnered with multiple firms here. They partnered with R3, etc., Clearmatics, Baton Systems. We obviously know that they partnered with Ripple to perform a proof of concept. What's most interesting is who they decided upon. And really, I try to pay attention to dates as much as possible. This is July of this year, okay? July of this year, July 2020. This is from Accenture. This is the tech organization that the Bank of England decided to be their integration partner for the renewed real-time gross settlement system. If you're not aware, Accenture does RippleNet integrations. They're a Ripple partner. This is from July 2020. This is Untangle the Maze. Partnerships. And look at how they phrase Ripple, the company. Alliances with leading blockchain startups, such as Ripple. And then in parentheses next to Ripple, they have real-time gross settlement system. July 2020. This is August 3rd, 2020. Bank of England picks Accenture as real-time gross settlement renewal partner. Am I going to sit here and say that XRP is definitively going to be used? Certainly not. But do I pay attention to the way that these documents are released with verbiage and phrasing and the date alignments, etc.? Of course I am. Alliances with leading blockchain startups, and they provide RippleNet integration, such as Ripple, and Ripple did a POC with Bank of England for their renewed RTGS system. And they literally are terming Ripple as, this real-time gross settlement system. We know that Ripple terms itself as a payment software company. Well, Accenture determines Ripple as a real-time gross settlement system. Interesting. And Bank of England picks Accenture as real-time gross settlement renewal partner. Now, one reason why I tend to believe that XRP is a long-term hold for myself and why I probably will never sell all of my XRP, there are so many initiatives that lead us to certain dates. We've got 2030 with these climate initiatives, these green finance initiatives. We've got 2025, which is full ISO 20022 implementation. We've got 2025, which is full renewed real-time gross settlement services through the Bank of England, which Accenture is showing right here. Am I going to sit here and say there's not going to be another crazy bull run that is based mostly on speculation? No, because we're in the midst of one right now. But it'd be interesting to see who gets shaken out during this next bull run, and who, stays the course and, maintains a certain amount of their position allocated for these long-term utility gains, which is what I'm personally here for. I've been presenting more speculative assets on Patreon. With this bull run essentially about to really kick off with alts here and Bitcoin just breaking all-time high in style over the past day or two. We're like 23K or whatever right now, 22K. It maybe makes a little bit more sense to present assets that are going to maintain their value in a potential drop-off in case this bull run is shorter than most people anticipate. I don't know. I'm still undecided about that, but 2025 for sure is a big year. I believe Swift goes full ISO 2025. I think the deadline period for ISO 20022, which if you are not also aware, Ripple is the first distributed ledger technology company to be integrated directly into the ISO board for ISO 20022. So we can see right here as well, Bank of England, this is under renewed real-time gross settlement program functionality, liquidity savings mechanism. And they talk about the functionality and user interface of the liquidity savings mechanism will be enhanced. Improved real-time data and analytics will be available to help inform liquidity management decisions. An enhanced offsetting algorithm will enable greater liquidity efficiency as well. And it's just interesting. We all know that multiple blockchain and distributed ledger technology platforms operate off of this, but even this just pulling from XRP from the cost model that is directly on Ripple. To accelerate market thickness and reduce volatility for XRP, Ripple will soon introduce an XRP incentive program to algorithmically rebate market makers who provide liquidity through XRP. Regardless, fact, settlement models will be able to interoperate with distributed ledger technologies through Bank of England's renewed real-time gross settlement system. And that is what is most important here, because that is going to aid in the adoption of digital assets. We are going to get regulation. It is only a matter of time. And the assets, once we have regulation that can be utilized, what do you think? Which ones are going to be used? Are they going to be the ones without utility? Are they going to use Bitcoin for their renewed real-time gross settlement system? Are they going to use something that has speed, utility, transparency? And it's pretty self-explanatory where this goes. I'm not definitively saying this is XRP, but this is where this all goes. Digital assets with utility are going to usurp everything. They're going to be the enema for digital assets without utility. I'm sorry. They're gonna completely wipe everything else out once utility actually kicks in this marketplace. Settlement models through Bank of England. New settlement system. Our new system will include updated features like automated notifications, increased information exchange capacity, and the option to forward schedule movements between accounts and RTGS. It will have the capacity to support a diverse range of settlement models, including systems operating on innovative payment technologies such as those built on distributed ledger technology. Okay, all that being said, huge news today. Coinbase is going public. They filed for an IPO. Bitcoin soars past $23,000. And Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, also posted about this, saying that they are certainly not going to be the last. They are the first. They're not going to be the last private company that IPOs and goes public in the blockchain, distributed ledger technology, digital asset space. Exciting times. All this stuff is really kind of coming together at this point. So I'm really, I think that the past month has really validated, even and we're at the beginning of validation. I mean, imagine what happens when this market goes nuts and we see parabolic movements. I don't necessarily want to see parabolic movements right now. I want to see Bitcoin consolidate a little bit. I want to see alts be able to run a little bit. And then I want to see Bitcoin do that second leg up. And then we see alts run again. If we go parabolic now, that's fine. I'm prepared for either scenario. But, you know, I kind of want to see steady growth here. But this is very much so a speculative bull run still, 100%. But we are seeing more adoption too. World Economic Forum today puts out Crypto, What Is It Good For? An overview of cryptocurrency use cases. I am not going to get overly in-depth into this. I posted this to Patreon just because I'm sure it's made its rounds by now. But pay attention to what these large-scale global organizations are saying, which digital assets that they are mentioning. We can see here Bitcoin, Ethereum, they still call it Ripple. Well, this is blockchain, so Ripple. Crypto is obviously XRP. Tezos, Cello, Litecoin, Zcash, Filecoin, Arweave, Bancor, which just got listed to Coinbase, Lightning Network, Compound, which I believe has a digital asset, Uniswap, which is obviously a decentralized exchange or DeFi exchange and also a digital asset, Etherisk, OMG, XBT, and then Deutsche Bank, BitGo, Gemini. You can go down the list here, but Ripio, I think, also has a digital asset. I think it's Ripio Credit Network. So pay attention, and I'm interested in like some of these NFT platforms as well. I started getting into that a little bit more so recently. I think it's going to be huge at some point, but I think that it starts with like the not niche is a bad word, but like a chintzy like nonsense use case, like, oh, this is a GIF or this is like a meme or whatever. And then NFTs essentially, as we all know, 100% go very much so more in depth, like tokenized real estate, et cetera, et cetera. So, all right, moving on. And this is going to be the end of the video here in a couple seconds. Israeli UAE group to buy Finabler for $1. So UAE Exchange and Finabler, both Ripple enabled. I think UAE Exchange may have been ODL at one point. They sold their operations to Global FinTech Investment Holdings AG, an affiliate of Prism Group AG. Now, that's interesting that they sold this operations department out. We can see right here that Finabler is Ripple and Swift integrated, more so concerned with Ripple, obviously. 200 plus operational bank accounts globally. Samsung Pay and Finabler announced a cross-border payments partnership. This was big because Finabler announced that they weren't going to utilize XRP, the digital asset, for this. They sold for $1 this operations department. Well, I want to leave you with this. This is what MoneyGram's doing, who is actually leveraging XRP on-demand liquidity, okay? Their business has absolutely taken off over the past year. And I'm going to leave you with the very end of this, and they're going to talk about Ripple's partnership. This came out yesterday, I believe. I did not make a video for the past 2 days, but I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you're at. And I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. I will see you tomorrow if there is news to present. And I'm so glad that my job, my actual job is like starting to free up a little bit here. I have some more time for you all as well. So, all right, have a good one.
That they're going through is the business. Your side of the partnership or the arrangement was focused more on the settlement of payments. I just wondered how that partnership has evolved over the last year and how you see it progressing.
Sure, absolutely. We've been partnering with Ripple now for about 18 months. And the idea behind that was to really push innovation and see how we could help, in the pioneering of the expansion of global utilization of blockchain. And we've been doing that, as you say, for settlement, for treasury management, really FX management services. And the ability to, send money cross-border is really affected by our ability to actually settle real time. Our customers are looking for real-time payouts. And so the money has to be there really before the transaction is even initiated, if you think about it. And so for us, having access to liquidity, improving speed of transaction and throughput is really what I think can be transformative for our industry, our business in particular, in the coming decade. And Ripple is doing a lot of unique things with blockchain, with crypto to help drive that. And it's been a very nice partnership. We've obviously learned a lot together and continue to push. I think really push the boundaries of what can be. And it's been a lot of fun for sure.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
All right, everybody. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow. Later.